Hi everyone, my name is Morgan. I usually like to make tarot pick a card videos on this channel, but instead of making a pick a card video today, I decided to switch things up a bit and I wanted to do a little bit of a mini haul. So I had a friend come visit this weekend and we did a little bit of a shopping spree. I didn't spend a lot of money, but I really do hate seeing these like witchy haul videos and then it's just like ridiculous amounts of money that people are spending that I know myself I'd never be able to afford, and I'm assuming a lot of other viewers wouldn't be able to afford. So I thought I would just do a little bit more of an affordable haul video. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. And in addition to doing tarot, I am a journalist and a yoga teacher, so I do have a blog where I like to post some like tarot and spiritual related content that I definitely recommend you should check out. I also do have private readings available on my website. You can book them through me, so I recommend you give those a go as well. So let's get into things. So my first collection of items is from this store in Vancouver called Banyan Books. All of the items that I collected today are obviously from Vancouver because I live in Vancouver. So it's from the store called Banyan Books. It's probably the most popular metaphysical store in Vancouver and the surrounding area. So it's a really, really cool store. They have a lot of stuff there. The only thing is they don't really have a lot of like witchy things. They do, of course, but it's more focused on Eastern traditions, but there is a lot of tarot there as well. They have a lot of decks and just a lot of books. Like it's a bookstore. So yeah, it's really cool. But I saw this deck, the mediumship training deck, and it just completely spoke to me. I wasn't really planning on buying a deck today, but I have been really working hard at trying to tap into my mediumship abilities, and one of the best ways I learn is definitely through the cards. So it's not just like tarot cards that I like. I love all different types of cards. I have a yoga card deck that I use to practice and build sequences with. I love affirmation cards, so this is definitely good. I'll open it up and just kind of go through it a bit, and you could use this definitely in an oracle reading, but it's not like that's not the purpose of these cards. So I click one out, nurturing thyself. And on the back, they actually have like information for what to do and how to practice this ability. So it really is like exercises to tap into this ability. If you need nurturing thyself in order to tap into your mediumship powers, it really, really is a training deck. It really is. It's chock full of information. It is amazing. I've only used it a couple times since I bought it, but I really have really connected with this deck. And like I said, I just intuitively knew I was drawn to this deck, and I knew there was a reason why I had to purchase it. And yeah, it definitely makes sense because it's just filled with so much. The next thing that I purchased was this blue color path. I did use it already, so this is just the packaging, but inside there was this like liquidy kind of mixture. It wasn't like a powdery dye. It was liquid. So you fill up the bath and then you just pour the blue in. The reason I bought the color blue was because my throat chakra has been pretty blocked recently. And I also read that this is a mentally relaxing bath, ideal for sleep problems and hyperactive children, which, I mean, obviously I am not a child, but I do have ADHD, so I'm very hyperactive, and my hyperactivity has been really bad recently because I've just been really busy, so it's really been hard for me to wind down, and sleeping has been a really big problem for me just for a number of reasons. So I decided to get this color bath, and honestly, I think it did work. I think it had an impact on me, and I know that like when I picked this up, I was like, oh, this is cool, but do I really want to like pour food coloring into my bath? Like, is this safe? But it actually says on it, ingredients: water, glycerin, and non-toxic organic colors. Contains no FD&C colors, perfumes, or oils. No animal testing. Color bath is not a dye. When mixed with water or water with 100% pure essential oils, it will not stain or leave residue, providing the surface of the tub in good repair and free from dirt, oils, and clean residue. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this. I would like to buy another one next time I go. I'm trying not to go out a lot though. So next time I go to Banyan, I definitely want to get the one for the third eye, because my third eye has just been like so overactive recently, and I feel like doing this color bath therapy would be really helpful. I would just buy like a bunch of these in bulk if I could, but they are like $5 each, which is, so it's more of like a special treat type of thing based on my budget. So I also bought these Everyday Witch Tarot cards, and then I bought a amethyst crystal, the lepidolite crystal, and a black tourmaline crystal. And I bought these items because when I did my yoga teacher training, they recommended to have a first aid kit. So like a first aid kit, like a spiritual first aid kit, a collection of items that make you feel comfortable, that if you're teaching a class or just going out anywhere pretty much, especially now I feel really like anxious going out sometimes. Like it's just completely different experience going outside than it was before. I don't go out very often, so I can definitely like feel the differences in my body when I go out. So I thought it would be amazing to have this little Everyday Witch deck, and these are like 3 crystals that I thought would be really good for calming and soothing and protection. Amethyst is obviously like the best overall like calming spiritual connectivity stone. It's just great for everything in my opinion. I love amethyst, and it's cheap. It's a really cheap crystal to buy as well. I have black tourmaline, which is really good at protection and preventing against psychic attacks, which is something that I definitely do struggle with, and I actually wrote about this on my blog, so you can go check out my blog. The link is in the bio. I recently wrote about psychic attacks, and lepidolite is just one of the most like calming chill stones. I've read that it's good for mood swings, so I bought it to like mitigate my bipolar disorder, and I do really think that it helps for calming down. And just if I were to be out and having some sort of symptoms of an episode, then I would definitely want to grab this crystal. But there'd be other things in my little first aid kit as well, but I could definitely make a video about that. And yeah, the Everyday Witch cards are just, they're so tiny, they're so cute. And this is actually my favorite, or sorry, this is my first deck of tarot cards that aren't the Rider-Waite deck. I usually only work with the Rider-Waite deck, so I'm really excited to really break these in. I have started using them a little bit to kind of get to know them, but yeah, I'm just excited to have a deck that I can carry around with me literally all the time. So the next place that I bought some witchy things from was actually Winners, and these things might not seem witchy at first, but I'll explain to you why I consider them witchy and how I will be using them in my craft. So this is a Himalayan salt massager. I'm not sure how you would actually use this on a person. However, I bought this because I thought this would be a great replacement pestle for my mortar and pestle. So I love to use Himalayan salt. It's one of my favorite ingredients to use in spells. So for anything to do with like gratitude, a love spell, healing spell, purification spells. I did use it last night in a spell to sleep, so definitely something that I'm really, really looking forward to using in my craft. And I saw it and I just thought it was perfect, that I had to buy it. It was like $3 too, not very expensive. And so I have this Argan premium hair oil here that I purchased, and it was only $3. It was very cheap as well, so I bought it. And you might think this is not witchy at all. Like, why are you showing me hair oil? The reason I'm showing you hair oil is because I have been recently working towards growing my hair, changing the way my hair looks, because I've had a lot of issues with my hair this year. A lot of it fell out because of medication, and I've just been trying to really get my hair back to the place it was before. So I've been taking a lot of inspired action when it comes to buying hair products. And throughout my whole life, I have always done glamour magic. I have always charged my makeup products or hair care products with intention. This is one of the first types of magic I actually started doing. So glamour magic is really important to me. And I mean, I could go on about glamour magic forever, and like, but the important thing obviously about glamour magic is that you have to be comfortable with who you are in order for the items to actually work. And I do love my hair now. I love my hair now, and I loved my hair even when I had a bald spot in it. And so I charged this, and I can already feel its powers. Like, I can feel it. It vibrates really strongly. I recommend you choose a hair oil that has like an element that really sticks out to you. Like, I chose this Argan because I've used Argan before and it really works. Argan doesn't really have any magical properties inherently to it, but like, it's so good for the skin and it's so good for the hair. So this is just amazing to be using in glamour magic, and I'm really excited to use it in glamour magic. So for these items, I didn't purchase them. They're seashells that I found at English Bay, and there was a lot of seashells there. There was a lot of purple. I could really feel like a lot of mermaids were around. I could definitely feel that strong mermaid energy. So I collected a shell for myself, and then I also collected a couple shells that I could send to my friend who lives in Ontario in order to, send that Vancouver mermaid energy her way. I also purchased this, let's see if we can get a focus. Or sorry, I didn't purchase this. I found this white seashell that's broken, and it honestly reminded me a lot like an angel wing. I thought it looked a lot like an angel wing, which is why I purchased it. Or why do I keep saying purchase, which is why I grabbed it. Yeah. But I thought I would include this in this haul because even though I didn't buy these things, I still came into them over this weekend, and I consider this kind of part of the things that I was collecting this weekend. And my last items, I didn't actually purchase them when I was with my friend. I bought them the day before he came here, but I figured I'd still include this in the haul because, it's appropriate. And these are pens. So I bought this pen, this skull pen here, and I like to charge my pens. I'm obsessed with pens. Maybe that is because I'm a student, but I charge this pen with the intention for ritual and shadow work. So I'm going to be using these to write down my spells from now on. And I bought this pen. I was really excited to use it. However, the ink just, it didn't come out. I tried everything. I tried blowing on it. I tried, you know, sucking on it. I putting the thing in water, but it just, it didn't work. I couldn't get the pen to work, and this was the last one they had there, so I couldn't go return it, but it was only like $1, so I wasn't super peeved that it didn't work. I didn't care that it didn't work. I bought this from a dollar store just on campus near me, and what I did with this instead was that I completely removed my pen. I put the broom at my altar, and I've been using it to cleanse things with. So it actually, like, I charged it with the ability to cleanse things. So, you know, I will grab something spiritual artifact or any type of artifact and just wipe it off. That's what I've been doing with this pen this last couple days. And I feel like it is a very, very powerful cleansing tool. And the reason it didn't work as a pen was because it just fully wasn't meant to be a pen. It was meant to sit at my altar and meant to be that kind of cleansing tool. So those are all the items that I accumulated over the last weekend. Like I said, I didn't spend a lot of money. This is just a little haul, but I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and yeah, maybe you get some inspiration for things that you can use in your own craft.